is hope. Bridgeford, Gleason, and Artanian filed first and ascertained causation. They are fighting for wildfire victims like you. Join our urgent town hall meeting to learn how to recover what you've lost. Visit the EatonFireLawsuit.com now or call 888-47-WILDFIRES now for times and locations. That's 888-47-WILDFIRES.
I'm Doug.
And I'm Damon, and we want to buy your house.
Seller's Advantage has revolutionized the home selling process to get you more for your home.
With no agent fees, no hassles, and no repairs, selling your home doesn't have to be overwhelming.
This is the second time we've used Seller's Advantage, and it was worth it.
It was nice not having to fix or stage anything.
It allowed us to just focus on moving.
Call now or visit sellersadvantage.com for a free, no-obligation cash offer.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
Now at 4, from K-rails and sandbags to road closures and evacuations, burn scar areas are preparing for the worst as the latest round of rain moves through Southern California. Good afternoon. This is the KTLA 5 News at 4. I'm Samantha Cortese.
And I'm John Finolio. The storm is set to bring heavy downpours, putting vulnerable communities at risk for potentially dangerous mudslides.
We have live team coverage on the precautions being taken in both the Eaton and Palisades fire zones. We start, though, with Kai Goldberg, who's been tracking this storm's path all week. Hi, Kai.
Yeah, hello, Sam, John. Good afternoon, everybody. Well, now we're seeing showery conditions beginning to turn to some more measurable rainfall opportunities here in Southern California. Look at your 5 Live Max Doppler from Santa Barbara County through Ventura, LA, Orange County, Riverside, San Bernardino County. Yeah, showery conditions for the time being. And now, well, we're not only seeing a little bit more of that measurable rainfall, but we're starting to see some snow showers beginning to develop as you make your way up that I-5 corridor. There's a look at Wrightwood also picking up some snow showers. We'll make our way further east and towards Running Springs. We were monitoring a cell near the Crestline area. Thought that would open up and become a little bit stronger, but fortunately it has not. However, up the mountain we go, and we're beginning to see the snow levels getting a lot lower, and that's bringing some snow to the Big Bear area as well. Winter storm warning kicking in over the next hour and a half, and it'll take us all the way into early Saturday morning at about 5 a.m. Once we make our way into that hour of the day on Saturday, well, we could pick up maybe a foot up to another 14, 15 inches of snow in our local mountain communities. And of course, we're looking at rainfall. The flood watch right about now starting to move into Southern California until tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. Rain for much of the region, and that's a dangerous part of the forecast. We could see some activity in terms of mud flow, debris slides, and debris flow in some of our burn-scarred communities. I'll keep an eye on that for you. We'll get you through this storm system that's coming through Southern California with heavy rain tonight, and we'll talk about if this wet weather will stick around into your weekend forecast as well in just a few minutes. Back to you.
All right, Kai, thanks so much. We'll check back in with you. Crews are readying the Eaton fire burn zones ahead of tonight's anticipated heavy downpours.
Evacuation orders are already in place for the areas threatened by mudslides and debris flows. And KTLA's Alina Abovian is live in Sierra Madre with the latest on how that area is preparing for tonight's rain. Hi, Alina.
Hi, Sam and John. Well, specifically, we're here at Little Santa Anita Canyon, and this area currently is being monitored by crews from Public Works. They will be out here 24/7 until the end of this storm. Now, as far as residents here, many of them preparing, many of them have already evacuated in light of these warnings in effect now until 7 o'clock tomorrow night. Little Santa Anita Canyon resident Derek Sample putting up a wall in front of his house. Mud happens.
Obviously, the mud came down and did get into our garage. It wasn't too bad, but I just put up a short wall and had some fun with making a theme on the wood there.
Derrick Street, Woodland Drive, is at the base of the charred hillside, currently under evacuation warning in light of the heavy rain expected this week.
The fire hit us so hard that we didn't really worry about it until we, saw the flames coming over the hill, and we were running like as fast as we could to get out of here because we did lose some homes up the street. And then the mud ended up being a lot worse than we thought too last time. So this time I think we're just trying to be more prepared.
Residents here still have mud and debris flow from the last storm. Additionally, sandbags and all the preps for this one. LA County Public Crews are on patrol round the clock this week, continuing to remove debris, keeping watch over the Yucca wood debris structure, which is filled with boulders and trees. Sierra Madre city officials telling KTLA.
One of the reasons that the city has left it alone is because we we've determined, our city engineers have determined that the boulders and the logs that are behind that debris structure are really fortifying the hillside.
2 to 3 inches of rain are expected over the next few days, with Thursday between 1 a.m. to 4 a.m. being the worst.
There will be some flows that we see from Sierra Madre Dam that come over what we call our spillway, end up in the channels down below and convey those flows into the San Gabriel complex. But we do not have any facilities that county maintains that are not ready for this event. They are all ready and have capacity.
An evacuation mandate is already in place in the northern districts of Sierra Madre and the Canyon. Additionally, all other districts north of Grandview Avenue have been put under evacuation warning.
It's going to happen again. I'm ready. I'm packed up. I just kind of live out in bags and just ready to go. And when they say leave, leave. I'm not going to stay.
A lot more people are taking it seriously, especially since we saw the people down the street. The mud was really, really thick.
And here behind me, you can see this river. Everything is flowing very nicely, as it should. But according to officials, they are really looking at the heavy period of overnight rain. Hopefully that doesn't trigger heavy mud flow. I'm Lena Berman reporting live here in Little Santa Anita Canyon. We'll send it back to the studio.
All right, Alina, thank you. And now we go to storm preps in the Palisades burn scar area. The threat of mudslides and debris flow have triggered evacuation warnings and shut down a section of Pacific Coast Highway.
KTLA 5's Kimberly Chang continuing our live coverage in the Palisades. Hi, Kimberly.
John, Sam, hi. This portion of Pacific Coast Highway has been closed with more rain on the way, and that's why you can see these cones right beside me here and traffic enforcement happening. We'll have more on that in just a moment. But first, I want to talk about evacuation warnings and orders that are in place affecting the Palisades burn area. Take a look at this map. The area shaded in red under mandatory evacuation, the yellow under warning, meaning people should prepare and be ready to leave just in case. LAPD went around alerting residents directly or posting flyers at their homes. Now, earlier we drove through the Pacific Palisades. It's clear a lot of preparation has taken place in anticipation for this storm. On Palisades Drive, we could see large mounds of dirt and debris covered in tarps on the side of the road. A lot of that was removed from debris basins that were filled in last month's storm to make room. K-rails and sandbags remain in place. Now, there are concerns that this storm could cause more flooding and debris flow in recent burn areas. Experts with National Weather Service say the peak intensity is expected between 6 tonight into Thursday morning. Officials say areas especially susceptible to heavy rain include the Getty Villa area, highlands near burn areas, Bienvenida area near Temescal Canyon Park, and Rivas Canyon, Will Rogers State Park area. During recent storms, debris covered some streets. Residents in a community off of Palisades Drive couldn't drive in or out until crews could remove that mud off the road. We spoke with Eileen Howe, whose neighborhood is under evacuation order. She's aware that that could happen again.
Palisades Drive and PCH can be closed down because of mud flows. So we need to go to the grocery store. We need to be prepared with flashlights, water, food, because even when the rain stops, it could take time to clear the road. There are very few homeowners that are living here.
But you're deciding to stay at this point.
I've been here for 6 weeks. Some of my neighbors stayed through the fire. We're very well prepared, and Moochie has places to walk.
Any concerns?
Not at this point.
People can do that have already opted in that haven't.
LA County Public Works Director Mark Pastrella said they are expecting peak intensity to occur overnight, and after assessing the area, they made recommendations to law enforcement for evacuations.